My name is Emma Jimenez, and I am a proud American, and I'm Latina. I was being told that this country doesn't like me, that I was going to be thrown in a cage. If the president could, he would deport me the first chance he could. America is not some oppressive country for immigrants. If it was, they wouldn't be endangering their lives, the lives of their children, to be able to come here. And there's nothing wrong with embracing your culture and being a proud American. I was born in Lima, Peru, and we immigrated here when I was only 2 years old. We immigrated to Newark, New Jersey. My parents did the immigration process to be able to come to this country legally. My father did all the paperwork for us and was able to get all of us to this country. My mother was a housekeeper and a nanny for various families, and the only job that my father could find was as a greeter for a travel agency, and they worked very hard to be able to provide for us. So there were about 7 of us. I'm actually the baby of the family. When I was growing up, my father had an American flag hanging in the living room, and I would always walk past it. And I never really understood why he had that flag there. And if it had even the smallest peck of dust, he would just clean it off. Like, he was just so proud of that flag. Like many immigrants, they came here for a better way of life, a fighting chance, I guess you can say. They knew that their country didn't have much to offer them, and they wanted a better life for their children. I remember my permanent residency was about to expire, and that's when I said to myself, well, I might as well become a citizen. I applied, got called back. I met with someone that pretty much interviewed me, see how well I could speak in English, how well I could write in English, asked me 10 questions in regards to American history. And next thing I know, she's like, congratulations. Once you get out the door, you're gonna get your certificate, go through your little naturalization ceremony, take your oath, and get your certificate, and you'll be an American. And it was awesome. What hurt was my dad not being there because he wasn't able to. But I remember coming home that day, and my dad was in his bedroom. And I remember knocking on the door and walking in and sitting beside my dad and telling him, Daddy, guess what happened today? I said, Papa, mira que ya soy americana. I said, Daddy, I'm an American now. How about that? That was, aside from being a mom, becoming an American was the most rewarding experience of my life. I believe it was on Independence Day that I took a picture of my Peruvian dress, and that picture was of me holding and embracing the American flag. And I said the following, as Hispanic Americans, we can still embrace our culture, the values we grew up with, but we should still be proud to call ourselves an American at the end of the day. And to proudly call yourself an American doesn't replace or erase your identity, it strengthens it. And then you should be proud to call yourself an American, not ashamed. And I remember the emails, the direct messages that I got, being told that how can I hug that, quote, disgusting flag, knowing darn well that this country doesn't want me, people like me here. How could I call myself a Latina and embrace that flag that was oppressive, that I was dishonoring my heritage, my culture, by wearing that dress and embracing that flag. And I even had several people look up my address and send it to me saying, I know where you live. And all it was just a picture of me wearing my Peruvian dress that my mother sent me, embracing the American flag. And that was enough to make people go crazy. But I was also getting positive feedback through private messaging from Hispanics, Latinos, telling me, hey, thank you for putting that out there, because I feel the exact same way you do, but I can't say it. It wasn't until I went to college that I had an experience with a college professor where she wanted us to write an essay in regards to systematic racism and how minorities are not getting treated well here in America. And for me, it was the complete opposite because I was raised to believe that as long as you worked hard, your dreams will turn into reality because this is the country of freedom and opportunity that rewards hard work. That's something that was ingrained in me since I was a very young child. And I remember writing about that. And I remember this professor giving me a C because she said I didn't highlight anything to support my claims. And she did give me the opportunity to rewrite it again, which I did. And I was encouraged by my friends to just write it in the way that she would give me a good grade. And at that time, I'm young, I'm going to college, I want to impress my professors, I want to get a good grade. So I wrote it the way that I believed that she wanted me to write it. I wrote, yeah, systematic oppression is real. Yes, I'm oppressed. Yes, the white man is always going to be above me no matter how hard I work, it doesn't matter. And I got an A. And I remember, I'm like, I don't want to do this. I felt very insulted. I felt very insulted that I had to, because that wasn't me. I wasn't raised that way. America is not some oppressive country for immigrants. If it was, many of them wouldn't risk their lives or the lives of their children to come here. So I think that this idea, this notion that America is an oppressive country for immigrants and that America doesn't want them here, that needs to end. And honestly, my identity as an immigrant, as a woman, as a Latina, it has never held me back from anything. I think it's very damaging to perpetuate this victimhood mentality that the left keeps putting out there. Because I'm an immigrant, a woman, and a minority, why am I seen as a victim? Because I'm not. I don't feel like I'm a victim, but they aren't happy with that answer. For some reason, the word conservative is being treated like an ugly word, like a nasty word, like a dirty word, but it's not. Being a conservative is a way of life. It is a lifestyle. It's a set of values and beliefs that you hold dear. And most Latinos are naturally conservative. They're conservative at heart. And I know many of them may not give themselves that conservative label to avoid receiving backlash from their own community, but they tend to hold many strong conservative values. Faith, family, freedom are the top 3 conservative values that you will find in any Latino household. Latinos are big when it comes to their faith. We're God-fearing and faithful individuals. Latinos are big on family. I mean, a lot of us have a lot of children, and family is everything to us. And freedom, many of us come here in pursuit of it. My favorite thing about being an American is the freedom that I found in this country, the freedom that other immigrants sadly don't have in their own country, because immigrants don't come here for more government intervention and control. They come here escaping government overreach and to have the opportunity to work, succeed, and pursue the American dream through their own efforts. Latinos are known for being hard workers. We take pride in it. America is not some oppressive country for immigrants. If it was, they wouldn't be endangering their lives, the lives of their children, to be able to come here. And there's nothing wrong with embracing your culture and being a proud American. Thank you for watching this video. To keep PragerU's videos free, please consider making a tax-deductible donation.